let's move to the third talk by Dr. Chen Zhang from Create Link. The talk title is Galaxybase High Performance Distributed Graph Database Beyond Trillion Scale. I will now play the video, okay?
Okay. Hello, everyone. I'm very glad to present our system, Galaxybase, a high-performance distributed graph database beyond trillion scale. And I'm Chen Zhang from Create Link Technology. Firstly, I'd like to introduce our company, and then our database product, and finally some success customer stories. Our company was founded in 2016 in Hangzhou, China. In 2018, Baidu Venture invested in us as our angel round. 2019, our product is ready to market, and we participate in a number of national standard associations. In 2020, we formed alliance with Tencent Cloud, and Hillhouse Capital invested in us. 2021, Tencent and other VCs invested 2 rounds in us for over $20 million. Our core product, Galaxybase, is a native distributed parallel graph database platform. We are the current LDBC social network benchmark world record holder and also the current largest scale graph record holder, up to 5 trillion edges. Our customers include Tencent and 40% of the 5 major banks in China, Power Grid, etc. We have a number of patents, including a US patent on distributed graph database platform, system and methods. We also got a number of industrial recognitions, including Amazon AI Fusion Award and Excellent Solution Award for IT services of commercial banks. We are on the board of directors of LDBC and a number of industrial associations. Our Galaxybase enterprise graph platform delivers a number of unique values to our customers. Firstly, we provide very intuitive schema modeling and graph loading facility. In comparison to traditional relational database management systems, we can empower non-programmers to simply drag and drop on the screen for modeling vertices and edges like people do on the whiteboard when doing brainstorming. The system can automatically finish ETL process and load data from many tables according to the graph model without human intervention. The mechanism also enables rapid iteration to add extra data sources through the graph user interface without having to wait for IT professionals to model data in complicated ways and go to and fro many iterations to satisfy user needs. The second value we provide is simplicity in writing multi-hop queries. Using the graph database query language, which we currently support, such as Cypher and Gremlin, we only need to write one sentence to do multi-hop query, whereas the same query, if we do it in relational table, would require much more writing and complications. The third value is the performance. In comparison to relational database management systems, doing multi-hop queries can be a breeze. It's no longer a matter of fast and faster in many use cases, but instead can or cannot, because people cannot bear to wait an hour for an answer after clicking on a screen. So generally speaking, graph technology offers a way to exponentially grow the value of data because we connect the dots, and each piece of information carries a network effect, amplifying the total value of connected truth. Due to the unique values graph databases offer, Gartner says graph analysis is possibly the single most effective competitive differentiator for organizations pursuing data-driven operations and decisions after the design of data capture. And by 2025, 80% of the world's enterprises will use graph database technology to support its intelligent business decisions. Therefore, starting from 2013, graph database technology enjoys a stunning growth in popularity among many other database technologies. The development of graph application also evolves through time, from small-scale knowledge graphs to larger transaction graphs, and then further to events and behavior graphs towards trillion scales and beyond. In the graph database history, there are generally 3 stages. Galaxybase is Graph 3.0 stage, featuring fast and scalable storage and intelligent graph computation and analytics, solving a number of customer pain points. Here is actually the world record in performance we just finished with third-party audit tests. LDBC SMB is a world-recognized most complete benchmark for graph databases so far. We broke the previous record and achieved 70% higher throughput, up to 72 times faster in response time, and the full disclosure report can be found on LDBC Council's official website. And we will present test details in the LDBC session with SIGMOD conference later. Another world record we broke is the largest scale graph. Neo4j announced 1.2 trillion graphs in 2021 using over 1,000 AWS machines. We, together with Shenyang University Supercomputing Center in China, achieved 5 trillion edge graph processing with 50 supercomputing machines. The two major reasons we can achieve such performances are, firstly, we design and implemented our native storage such that we can control in fine grain which data store at which location distributedly. Secondly, we redesigned and implemented a number of graph algorithms specially designed for the distributed environment using the bulk synchronized processing model and message passing to coordinate parallel computation across distributed machines where data locates. Data locality is exploited to full extent with optimized messages in transit. Here is a list of algorithms that we've written and compared in the same environment with other products. A lot of products do not have built-in algorithms, but rather rely on external graph computation frameworks, such as GraphX, as a result of which, for the cases that requires OLTP and OLAP queries at the same time, Galaxybase has a clear advantage. Galaxybase also offers easy-to-use GUIs for users to directly run algorithms to solve problems and make real-time decisions. And because of the performance advantages and ease of use, Galaxybase has a number of key customers. I will do a very quick introduction. Firstly, in IoT, we built an IoT network based on device, Wi-Fi hotspot, and ID information for analysis of co-appearances and other cases in support of banking, government, and public security customers. With 300 terabytes of original data, 5.4 billion vertices, 3.7 trillion edges, and 18.77 trillion properties. In one banking scenario, we built a user network of related entities like contracts, phones, addresses, company, IP, email, etc., with various types of relationships like guarantor, transaction, family member, work addresses, etc., for various fraud detection cases. In another banking scenario, we complete unified scheduling, allocation, management, and monitoring of graph storage and computation resources under multiple business units and different user permissions based on a database as a service architecture to automatically service graph database cluster management requests. For example, one business unit may need a 3-node cluster, another needs a 5-node cluster. Our system can instantiate and manage the cluster lifecycle in an optimized way. In the enterprise relationship graph use case, where customers suffer from difficulty to track the funds flow due to all kinds of implicit relationships between enterprises, etc., we integrated intra-bank data, like customer relationship data, transaction flow data, etc., and interbank data, like industrial and commercial data, credit information data, etc., to form a customer relationship graph, and providing basic capability to identify relationship, suspicious group, guarantee circle, transaction circle, and closed transaction objects to do real-time monitoring and quantification of customer risks and network risks. In the case of microservice governance, we write calling relationships between microservices into graph database in real time to automate service process detection, quick dependency tracing, failed services identification, and interrupted service maintenance. In Power Grid, we provide real-time calculation and iteration of Power Grid data realized by rich algorithm library for Power Grid risk assessment and realize standard docking of data knowledge graph applications, combining with requirements of Q&A retrieval in the power sector. Here is a list of partners and customers we have, and please feel free to contact us for further information. Thank you very much.